Hey everyone, DeadPine here, and welcome to point 2.1 patch notes reading here for Path of Exile 2. I'm really excited for this one. It's going to be a good time. See you in there. Alrighty, it was set up right. Nice. So anyway, we got some patch notes. Point 2.1 is here. It's basically an end game rebuff. What would you say, chat? I think that's where we're at. But yeah, we got some new runes. We saw this one. Most exciting one being probably the movement speed rune. Get yourself some crazy movement speed. I think that was a rune. Might have been it was a talisman. I actually don't know. But yeah, new talismans, new endgame soul cores, which I guess is from the randomizer trial, right? Or the random trial. But this is the big one. So increase the amount of mythic drops. From the way I understand it, oh yeah, here they say here. The reason the rings and amulet drops were so rare is because the uniques were calculated by their drop type first, then unique, and rings and amulets just drop so much less than everything else. That's why they were so rare. So that's basically a fix on that, which is interesting. Reduce the number of common and unique items that drop at rarity, increasing, allowing more better unique drops instead. Okay, so just a buff to drop count. Bonus number of uniques that you get while playing in a party was significantly higher than we intended and has been lowered significantly. Interesting. So when you were playing in a party, you actually got more. I never noticed that. Well, I only ever played with another person like once for like an hour and a half. So, yeah. Well, the changes unique rarity. You get some the buff the rarity mythics you are finding, but the overall number of uniques in the party will lower due to finding less commons and uncommons. This shit, I see. So it was just you were finding more commons and uncommons, therefore you were finding more uniques. Yeah. Gotcha. The modifier tier numbering has been reversed so that the smaller numbers represent stronger modifiers, with one being the best available modifier of that type. I'm not sure how that plays out, but that's interesting. Adjusted the appearance of all omens. Same number of omens will appear, but which omens they are have been adjusted heavily to have the rare and more powerful ones appear more frequently. Okay, so omens will be better. I don't even think I've gotten an omen yet. I'm reading these patch notes as if I know what I'm talking about, and most of this stuff is late game, and because I've played so little end game, some of these I understand the words, and I've heard of these things, but I haven't interacted with them yet. So, take these with a grain of salt. I'm just excited for this patch for the more unique rings. Rarest one should appear 6 times more frequently than the ritual tribute window, as an example. Interesting. Okay. Oh no, that's the ritual guys. Yeah. Unique prices are tanking in trade. That's hysterical, but totally fine. Added a refund all passives option to the passive tree. This only appear if you're able to afford refunding it by every allocated point. That's awesome. That's very convenient to have. Massively increase the chance for corrupting a monster trapped in an essence to upgrade essences to greater and greater to corrupted. Gotcha. That's cool. So you really want to start valuing essences now. That's awesome. Improve the passive skill tree to search functionality on a mouse and keyboard. After typing within the search field, you press enter. Have the passive skill tree to move around to the tree to show you which nodes match. Oh, so kind of like the Control F function. Cool. Okay, so that's what that's the features. So now we have monster balance. The smothering ritual type spawn chaos volatiles has had its spawn frequency halved and damage lowered. This is the volatile plants. We're killing literally everybody, or 50% of the population, like all endgame deaths. It was volatile plants. Fixation for volatile plants were dealing a little over double their intended damage. Good. Empowering volatile mod on rare monsters has had its damage reduced past that as well. Good. Volatile plants and empowering volatile plants now spawn 2 volatiles instead of 3. Good. Volatile plants and empowering volatile plants now disappear when the rare monster that spawned them dies. Good. So when you kill them, you don't have to dodge them after it's already dead. Love that. Forsaken Miner's death animation no longer leaves a primed grenade on their corpse. Didn't even know that happened. Got it. Rat tornadoes from the infested ritual type have had their damage and move speed reduced slightly. Okay. So this seems like a buff to rituals, right? These patch notes are so quaint compared to the patch 1 PoE 1 notes we just got. I know. I'm not a PoE 1 player, so like somebody's got to cover these, you know. Draven the Eternal Predator's melee damage has reduced slightly. His projectile cleave has also been reduced. Interesting. I never had a problem with Draven. Like I've had a few close calls with him, but didn't realize he was like a sticking point. Improve the visual effects of the Chaos Volatiles. Okay, we'll have to see what that goes. The Lightning Storm Strongbox modifier now causes fewer lightning bolts, and its lightning bolts have improved visual effects. Cool. We'll see what that is. I think I've only gotten that like once, so that's not a big one. Lower the damage of Unearthed Runecaster from Expedition. Unearthed Runecaster's projectiles now currently... That's the one we died on! Deals both fire and cold damage. I'm pretty sure that's the one we died on. Oh, on our level 84 Blood Mage. Yeah. Okay. It might have been actually... No, that might have been the crossbow guys shooting bolts. Never mind. Might not have been those guys. We've definitely almost died to those guys, though. Endgame. Drastically increase the variety of endgame maps. Previously, some maps like Hidden Grotto spawn more frequently than the others. Now each map spawn approximately... Nice. So get a little bit of balancing on the map type and increasing the variety. I guess it's just... they didn't add any new ones. It's just increase the variety. Gotcha. Lessen the restrictions on which packs of monsters would appear in different Atlas biomes. This will result in significant increase in variety of monsters appearing in endgame maps. Gotcha. The few monster packs that are available in biomes was... Yes. So this will just shake up what monsters are allowed in what areas more so. Yeah. The distance that you can see features in the Atlas Fog of War is now based on the distance to the nearest revealed map, making this much more consistent, meaning you no longer have to frequently check an unknown distance in the fog when searching for citadels. This did make citadels slightly harder to find, so increase the spawn rate of them also. I have yet to go for citadels, so I actually don't... we'll see. But that sounds like a good improvement to me. Cities on the Atlas now spawn in loose clusters of 3, with one of each city type per cluster. Okay. Endgame Waystone modifiers that apply curses to the area now instead periodically cast respective curses on the ground targeted areas, the same as the player casts skills. Gotcha. Okay, so it's not like stepping on or tiptoeing around. It's like it's just casts that you have to avoid. Disabled of Giants map modifiers, area of effect modifier. No idea what that was. The of splitting map modifier now appears only in tier 6+ maps. Additional projectiles modifier. Gotcha. Of penetration no longer has tiers and has value of 10% to 15%. Reduced from 15% to 25%. I see. So it's 10 to 15 now instead of 15 to 25. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So your elemental resistances will be a lot better. Rogue Exiles and endgame areas have a much higher chance to spawn with unique items. Ah, okay. That's cool. Yeah. Ritual modifier that spawns Chaos Pustules now spawns them in a much lower frequency and has been increased in size slightly so they're more visible. Does not affect their damaging or very effect. Gotcha. That's cool. It sounds like everything that's happening is just ritual buff. We can do all the ritual stuff a little bit easier, which is good. Viridian Wildwood unique map now contains more enemies and more rewarding encounters. Cool. Added a visual indicator omen altars inside of Viridian Wildwood unique map. These visuals can also be seen behind the dark. I've yet to do one of the Viridian Wildwood things. That's the completely dark map, I think. Just the frequency of omen altars inside the Viridian Wildwood to reduce the variance and increase the average per map. Okay, good. Twisted Domain now drops significantly more catalysts on average. Okay. Breach rings dropped from clasp hands and the Twisted Domain are now always rare. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. We had one of those rings. Monsters in Twisted Domain are now more rewarding. Cool. So it just kind of buffs Twisted Ring for late game. Lower the number of It That Watches monsters in the Twisted Domain. Not sure which one those. I've only done one Twisted Domain, I think. Rare magic pack chance. Increase the rare magic pack chance in Twisted Domain. Nice. So more XP. Base radius explosives logbooks increased by 25%. Okay. Regular map encounters are unchanged. Gotcha. So you can do. You'll be able to fit more into your in the logbooks. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, I haven't done Twisted Mate. It's a Breach endgame boss area. Okay, I'm confusing that with something else. Never mind then. Ignore all of that. New DeadPine here. Additional logbook content such as hidden caves are now guaranteed at all levels. Oh, cool. Cool. So you can get them earlier on. Frigid Bluffs Expedition Logbook now spawns unique monsters encased in ice. These monsters can be broken out with explosives. Ah, that's cool. So you can like free up a boss instead of having to go down below into like a secret area. Frequency of special remnants in each logbook. Expedition logbooks have been more than doubled. Dang, okay. The amount of remnants in expedition logbooks have been slightly increased. Okay. The special destructibles in expedition logbooks areas, such as crates of gold and barren atoll, now spawn more frequently. Okay. I mean, some of my favorite things is opening up those like crazy cash chests. Love those. But yeah, it's cool to see some of the other stuff. Expedition logbooks areas spawn more monsters and slightly higher proportion of rare monsters. Okay. Many chests found in expedition logbook areas are now guaranteed to drop a rare item. Cool. Azomite remnants in the Barren Atoll Expedition logbook area drop large amounts of runes. Good. These are all buffs, so I don't think they nerf too much. Crates of gold and Barren drop significantly more gold now. That's good because considering the unique map that gives you like millions of gold. As a much larger quantity and variety of buried strong boxes, these strong boxes will now have mini-map icons. Cool. Place the functionality of the expedition remnants unique plus logbook area. Okay. Yeah, some of these are like going over my head. That's okay. These all sound like buffs, which is great. Expedition remnant now can appear in Lush Isle expedition logbook areas as well. Cool. Mini-map icon for expeditions remnants are a specific type logbook now have their own unique icon. That's good. Being out of visual aids are always good. Various points of interest in expedition logbooks have their own mini-map icon. Great, love that. Inscriptions ultimatums now lead to a boss. Inscribed ultimatums that lead to a boss now have indicate that there will be a boss found. Gotcha. Okay. The Immured Fury will no longer try to respawn in ritual encounters and prevent the encounter from completing. Gotcha. That sounds like a bug fix. For the visual effects of Delirium Spite monsters. Lightning Ball skill. Deal. Okay, uniques. This is the other big part of this. So 9 new unique items. We saw there's a few of them listed. They showed them off. There's like a new spear, a new bow, with a couple videos. I didn't actually watch those videos yet. I kind of wanted to find them and like discover them for myself. But yeah, there's definitely some cool uniques. Most of these are aimed at providing endgame chase uniques for a variety of builds. So like these should be late games. I did see the one quiver that they had like randomized effects, but they were all really powerful effects. So that one could end up being pretty interesting. Increase the overall power level of several existing unique items. I'm not sure which ones we. Oh, I see. Listen here. Headhunter now steals enemy modifiers for 60 seconds, previously 20. Okay, nice, and it automatically affects existing items. Hammer of Faith, unique to enemies, now does. Okay, so 50% buff. Existing items can be updated with a Divine Orb. It also grants random shrine buffs for 20 seconds, previously 10 seconds. This change affects existing items. Okay, so the shrine buff is there, but you have to divine it for the damage increase. Guiding Palm unique scepters have received significant updates. None of these changes affect existing version items other than the flat damage changes, which can be updated using a Divine Orb. Gotcha. Okay, so that one's you got to find a new one or chance a new one. Fire variant of Guiding Palm is now called. Oh, I see. I didn't realize there was a different things. You can read through these. I have no interest in these Guiding Palms. Mjolnir unique one-handed mace now has increased physical and +2 to 4 levels of lightning skill. Previous +1. These items can be updated Divine Orb. That's cool. Could make Mjolnir pretty awesome, huh? Lightning spell on melee hit. Meta skill granted by Mjolnir has been renamed Thunder God's Wrath. Okay, that's awesome. Causes trigger spells to cost no mana and grant them a level-dependent amount of increased damage up to 200% at skill level 20. Dang. Spire of Ire. Unique spear now has 167 to 201 to 267 to 333 chaos damage. Previously way lower than that. Okay, so that's got some crazy chaos damage. And 10 to 20% of physical damage leeches life. Previously 6 to 10%. Existing item can be updated using a Divine Orb. Cool. Coast Rider now is plus 1,500 to max life. Previously 1,000. There's a thing that gives you plus 1,500 to max life? What the hell is this item? That's awesome. I never knew about that. Okay, that's cool. Seems real good. Has nothing else on it at all, but I mean, still, that's 1,500 life. Like, that's doubling my life right now, or almost doubling my life right now. Prism Guardian now grants 1 spirit per 25 maximum life, previously 1 per 50. Okay, cool. Updated with Divine Orb. Defiance Destiny Guard grants 10 to 20%. Previously always 10%. Gotcha. So you can roll a little bit higher there. Yoke of Suffering now causes enemies to take 15 to 20%. Previously 5 to 10. Dang, that's a 10% increase. It's pretty good. But also now reduces Ignite, Shock, Chill duration by I see. So they buffed it a lot, but added a little bit of a negative. Bringer of Rain now has 100% increased critical chance in addition to its other modifiers. This change does not affect existing items. Interesting. I don't know what Bringer of Rain is. That sounds like a bow. That sounds pretty good. Okay, miscellaneous changes. This one fixes the Rocky Balboa fight. So for those who are previously didn't grab this and they couldn't do Sekima's trial afterwards, you're good now. I've heard of that in my chat. Bringer of Rain is a helmet. Oh, it's a helmet. Gotcha. Fair enough. Optimize the physics of monsters found in Freythorn. Okay, cool. Incremental audio added for monk character class. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what the incremental audio is, but it's just improvements. Okay, sure. Search filters within uncut support gems UI are now cleared when exiting the menu. Oh, that's kind of nice. That is actually kind of nice. I should put in a suggestion. Honestly, one of the best things that Minecraft ever did, and it took me a while to get used to, but right-click clearing your search bar is one of the best implementations for modded Minecraft. And I wish every game had it. It's so clean. Just right-click clear your search, you know. Affliction in Trial of Sekima's cause you have no energy shield now. Instead applies 50% energy shield. Okay. So that it isn't immediately dead on arrival when you are chaos inoculated. I see. Interesting. So that would just auto kill you, huh? And that's no good if you're doing like if you have random ones. Gotcha. Increase the trigger radius of clasped hands inside. Okay. I don't. Yeah, I've never done enough breaches. Firestorm cannot consume ignites from corpses in front of you, in addition to living enemies. Oh, interesting. So it can do it from corpses as well. Crush Ward's not going to be quick moved on gamepad. That doesn't affect me. Or, gamepad stuff doesn't really affect me. Gamepad. New gem tag. Barrageable. Oh, I had to separate that out. Ooh, baby. DeadPine hasn't had his coffee yet. Indicate skills that can be made to repeat. Clarify which skills barrage similar effects cannot be affect. Interesting. Yeah, might come up. Support for new microtransaction, character skin. Prove the audio of unique item, Wake of Destiny. Prove Lackland Endless Laments AI when fought in a party. Interesting. Battle cage in a party. Classification. Option tab to prioritize interacting over using skills. This option is on by default. Always prioritize interacting over using skills. Oh, interesting. It's on by default. Yes, that's probably right. Yeah, that's probably right. Pop-up text for tips, because I use left mouse click for all of my stuff, a lot of my stuff. Add pop-up text options, exit patch notes on gamepad. Purchasing equipable microtransactions in game stores now displays equipped character immediately. Cool. Socketable stash tab has been updated with space for newly added socketables this patch. Nice. So we get to go look at what they look like. That's cool. Then a bunch of bug fixes. Client fixes. Dwell not being there. Desync. Yeah, I'll link the patch notes down below. You can take a look at these. But yeah, it looks like a pretty sick patch. I don't know. It's not like so much, but it sounds like the TLDR there is we're getting improved rituals, a lot more variety of maps in the end game, and a bunch of late game stuff. Runes, talismans, soul cores, unique items, and improved unique items. So good stuff. Hey, anyway, if you're enjoying this kind of video, definitely let me know in the comments. Let me know what your favorite edition is. down below as well. And we'll catch you in the next video.